It's time now for the Peter Chill 5 o'clock news on this Thursday evening, July 2nd, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your 5 o'clock news at 9:00 and that's up to at 5 o'clock here on this Thursday evening here. Is at the Washington Navy Yard. Their collective fear of mass shootings was on display again today. Ever since Donald Trump made his anti-immigrant trade during the 2016 presidential bid announcement, he lost partnerships with many large companies including Univision, NBC, Universal, and Macy's. Jim Webb on Thursday afternoon became the fourth candidate to challenge Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination, emphasizing his foreign policy shops under 2,000 words. Announcement on his unlikely bid. Trying to close the books on one of the worst offshore oil spills in U.S. history, BP agreed on Thursday to provide billions of dollars in new money to 5 Gulf Coast states in a deal the company said would bring to its full obligation an estimated $53.8. IDF increases vigilance after fighters link ISIS control of Egyptian military vehicles, creating concern that Islamists might attempt to break into Israeli territory. At least 35 dead, 20 missing after ferry capsized in the Philippines as the Philippine Coast Guard rescued boat passengers after a ferry boat capsized in choppy waters in northern Philippines. The world financially think that Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras is insane for holding a referendum on the country's economic future. German Chancellor Angela Merkel's office has asked the United States ambassador to come to discuss new allegations of spying by the National Security Agency, which threatened to drive a new wedge transatlantic ties. On an unprecedented influx of charter attacks along East Coast beaches in the past few weeks, and with the holiday week ahead, beach goers are on alert. Madison, Wisconsin, the 2-year state budget up for passage on Thursday by the Republican-controlled Joint Finance Committee is expected to be taken up by the Assembly on Tuesday. New York City firefighter Carmelo Mercado retired after suffering lung illness from his time working at Grand Tour after the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, wins $5 million lottery. In Boston, authorities have released a computer-generated image of a young girl found dead last week inside a plastic bag along the Boston Harbor shoreline and are hoping it generates clues about her identity. Washington, U.S. job growth slowed in June and Americans left the labor force in droves, tempering expectations for a September interest rate hike from the Federal Reserve. Co-CEO Walter Robb and John Mackey responded to an investigation that uncovered New York City stores have overstated the weight of prepackaged goods. Centene has jumped into the mix of managed care companies scrambling to bulk up its health care overhaul changes their business with a $6.3 billion bid for federal insurer HealthNet. David Colbert will make his late show debut after Labor Day, but clearly he has since been taking the summer off. He interviewed Eminem on a small-town Michigan public access show. A woman living in rural northwest Washington has died from measles, state health officials said Thursday. It's the first U.S. death from the disease in 12 years. The diabetes medication in liraglutide help more than twice as many as obese subjects in a clinical trial lose 5% of the body weight and more than 3 times as many lose a tenth of the body weight compared with subjects taking a placebo. A Georgia dentistry practice that's under fire for using restraint device on a child is defending its use of the so-called papoose board, said every parent sign. A consent form is allowed to stay with a child during the procedure. It may be possible to diagnose autism by giving children a sniff test. A new study suggests most people instinctively take a big whiff when they can encounter a pleasant smell and limit their breathing when they encounter a foul smell. Here, Channel News Time 503. Take a look at the stock market report. Dow closed 17,730.11, down 27.80. SP 5 76.78, down 64 cents. And Nasdaq 5 down 0.21, down 3.91. European markets, DAX 11,099.35, down 81.15, FTSE 60, 630.47 up, 21.88, and CAC 40.35.56, down 47.63. Nikkei 25.22.50, up 193.18. Shanghai 39.12.32, down 141.38. HSI 26.22.32, up 32.29. Oil markets here 56.54, down 42 cents. Brent 6.83, down 18 cents, and natural gas 2.833, up 500 points. Gold markets here 11 to 6.4.78, down 4.60 points. Silver 15.635, up 58,000 points, and copper 2.635, up 45,000 points. US 10-year yield 2.3787%, down 39,000 a point. German 10-year yield 0.853%, up 6,000 point. And Germany's 10-year yield 0.48%, down 33,000 a point. FX bonds European US dollar 1.108, down 3,000 a point. US dollar Germany's yen 123.08, up 400 a point. And Great Britain US dollar 1.5607, up 1,000 a point. In the commodities here, wheat 586.75, down 75 cents. Soybean 1,028.25, down 1.25. Corn 420, up 6.25. Sugar 12.28, down 16 cents. Coffee 127.15, up 15 cents. Cotton 67.11, down 43 cents. Rough grass 10.43, up 75,000 point. And cocoa 3,260, down 7. Live cattle 151.275, up 15 cents. Lean hog 76.5, up 1.525. And FD cattle 217.475, down $1.05. In Springfield, Massachusetts, a section of Main Street in downtown Springfield is blocked because members of the Springfield Arson and Bomb Squad investigated a suspicious suitcase. Peter Chell News Time is here, 5:06 on this Thursday evening here in town for a sports report here, and the Boston Red Sox will wrap up their 4-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays at Rogers Center, Toronto tonight at 7:07 p.m. here with Wade Miley, the man for the Red Sox. Okay, take a look at other scores around majors here on this Thursday evening here. Cleveland Indians edge at the Tampa Bay Rays 5-4. Miami Marlins edge at the San Francisco Giants 5-4. Pittsburgh Pirates with the Detroit Tigers 8-4, and the Chicago Cubs and New York Mets 6-1. The summer presented Milwaukee Bucks an unique opportunity, first shot making the playoffs ahead of schedule as the youngest team to do so in terms of minutes weighted age. Milwaukee was able to clear max level cap space. They had a free agent before. What could be Antonio Gates' final season with the San Diego Chargers just getting up to significantly shorter one of the most productive tight ends in NFL history and an 8-time Pro Bowler. Gates was suspended 4 games on the NFL on Thursday for violating the substance policy. Here, telling news on 5:07. Time now for a travel report here on this Thursday evening here, and it's the Thursday before the 4th of July weekend here, and it's backed up here. 295 minutes side by side. So from Route 5 in Johnson all the way up to Route 14 in Cranston. 295 in the northbound side. So from 95 in Warwick all the way up to Route 51 in Cranston here. 37 it's sold from Route 2 to Route 295 in Warwick here. 95 in the north southbound side. It is sold from the Pawtucket all the way at the downtown Providence and all the way out to Warwick here. 95 in the northbound side. Sold from 295 in Warwick all the way up to downtown Providence here. 146 to the southbound side. So from Route 15 in North Providence all the way to downtown Providence on 95 here. 95 on the southbound side. It is sold from 295 and Warwick to Route 4 in East Greenwich here. Route 4 on the southbound side. It is sold from 102 in Exeter. Route 4 on the northbound side. Sold from Route 1 in North Kingstown to Exeter here. Jamestown to Newport Bridge is all looking good. 195 in the eastbound side. It is sold from Route 103 in Somerset to downtown Fall River. 24 to the southbound side, it is sold around Route 495 in Bridgewater here. And speaking of 495, it's backed up from Route 138 in Raynham all the way out to Route 44 in Middlebury here. And look at the Cape Route 25, it's backed up on the eastbound side from Wareham all the way out to Route 6 in Buzzards Bay. 28 on both ends on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, slow on both ends. Route 6 between 25 and Route 3 in Bourne, slow. Bourne, Bridgeton, and southbound side, it is slow. Northbound Bourne Rotary is a little slow around Route 28. And the Bourne southbound side of the Bourne Bridge is slow. Sagamore Bridge on the eastbound side, it's slow on Route 6. As Route 6, it's slow from the Sagamore Bridge to before Route 130 in Sandwich here. And you hit the brakes again on Route 6 from after Route 130 in Sandwich to Route 149 in Barnstable here. Route 3 on the southbound side. It is sold from South Plymouth to before Route 6 in Sagamore here. And speaking of Route 3, it is backed up from Hanover all the way out to Plymouth here. 95 on the southbound side is sold from 128 in Canton all the way out to Route 27 and Route 1 in Sharon here. 24 to the southbound side. It's sold after Route 106 in West Bridgewater here. Braintree split slow. Route 3 to southbound side. So from Braintree split to Union Street here. 129 on the southbound side. So after Route 20 Waltham all the way after the Braintree split here. Southeast Expressway southbound side. It is so from Mass Park all the way after the Braintree split. Southeast Expressway northbound side. So from Dorchester all the way to downtown Boston here. Tibbetts Tunnel slow on both ends of downtown Boston. And 93 southbound is so from Summer Square in Somerville all the way up to downtown Boston. 93 northbound so from Boston all the way up in the Route 120 right in here. 120 on the northbound side it did so from Route 4 in Lexington all the way up to Route 129 right in here. Mass Park in the eastbound side it is slow from the Pitt Tunnel all the way up to Logan Airport Boston. Mass Park westbound so from Logan Airport Boston to South Boston here. Mass Park on the westbound side is slow after 128 in Western all the way up to Nick Framingham and then 495 on the southbound side. A little slow for the Milford stretch and 495 south a little slow after the Bellingham Franklin stretch after Route 140 here. Mass Park in the eastbound side it did slow from Upton all the way up to before 495 in Westboro here. Intersection of Mass Park 395 to 290. A little slow around the Auburn area. I-84 on the westbound side. A little slow from Mass Park to Route 20 in Sturbridge here. 195 on both ends slow between Route 62 and Hudson all the way up to 290 in Marlbury, 290 on the westbound side, so from 190 to Route 9 in Worcester here. Route 1 on the northbound side, it's slow from Chelsea all the way out to Revere, and Route 1 is backed up from Revere all the way out to 120 in Linfield here. Route 3 is northbound side, it's slow from Route 62 in Bedford all the way up in the Billerica, and then Route 3 in the northbound side hit breaks again from 495 in Chelmsford all the way up into Tingsbury, 495 on the northbound side, so after Route 111 in Harvard all the way up to Route 3A in Tewksbury, 495 southbound, it's slow from 38 in Tewksbury all the way up to Route 3A. 495 hit brakes again from 133 in Andover all the way up in Lawrence here. Up in New Hampshire, Everett Turnpike on the northbound side, it's slow after Route 118A in Nashville, New Hampshire all the way up in the Merrimack here. 93 on the northbound side, it's slow from Methuen all the way up in the Windham, New Hampshire here, and then 93 hit brakes again from Derry all the way up to the Route 120 in Londonderry, New Hampshire here. Everett Turnpike also sold before 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire here. 93 on the stepbands on the northbound side, it's sold from Hoodster Toll Plaza all the way up to 393 in Concord, New Hampshire here. 95 on the New Hampshire Turnpike, it's sold from Northampton all the way up to the Portsmouth and up the Piscataway River Bridge to Kittery, Maine. And Spalding Turnpike on the northbound side, it's sold from Newington all the way up in Durham here. 95 on the main turnpike, it's sold from Kittery up in New York, Maine here. And then Marion Turnpike hit the brakes again on the northbound side for 295 in South Portland to Route 22 in Portland here. 295 in the east northbound side, it's sold for Route 1 through the Portland area. And 295 is backed up from Route 9 all the way up to Falmouth, Maine here. And then hit brakes again on 295 northbound between Falmouth and Freeport, Maine here. And the main turnpike also around 295 in Gardner, New Hampshire. And 91 on the northbound side is sold from Agawam to 291 in Springfield here. Here, and looking at the MBTA alerts here on this Thursday before the 4th of July weekend on this Thursday evening here. Orange Line experienced with minor delays due to stable train at Knopf Station. Silver Line SL4 experienced with minor delays due to traffic. Silver Line SL2, SL5, and SL1 all experienced with minor delays due to traffic. On the commuter rail, Haverhill Line train 220 to 4:30 p.m. from Haverhill, delayed about 15 minutes today due to signal problems. And the ferries are looking good, except all Charleston ferry trips experiencing 10-minute delays due to mechanical problem. Fairy Tale News Time, 5:14 here on this Thursday afternoon going into Thursday evening and looking at the weather forecast here on this Thursday. Our current conditions here at North Massachusetts at 5:14 p.m. here on this Thursday, 78 degrees off temperature fair skies, humidity 56%, wind speed available about 3 miles an hour, barometer 20 days, 7 inches, super about 64 degrees, visibility 10 miles, wind index 80 degrees here. Alright, look at that. Our current conditions are the region here, 78 degrees in Boston, 77 in Bedford, 77 in Beverly, 73 out in Gloucester, it's 76 in Fitchburg, 77 in Lawrence at 74 in Worcester, 73 in Sturbridge, 77 in Milford, at 79 in Norwood, 78 in Taunton, 76 in New Bedford, at 73 in Plymouth, 77 in Provincetown, 73 in Falmouth, 32 in Chatham, 73 in Martha's Vineyard, 73 in Nantucket, it's 73 in Block Island, 75 Wesley in Providence and Smithfield, it is 76 degrees in New York City, 74 in Islip, 75 in Montauk, it's 77 in Bridgeport, 76 in Wayman, it is 76 in Denver, 75 in Meriden, 78 in Meriden, 75 Waterbury. It's 77 in Hartford, 77 in Winslow, 77 in Springfield, it's in Greenfield, 76 in Orange, 74 in Northampton, 72 in Pittsburgh, Massachusetts, 77 in Albany, New York, 79 in Silver Spring, 74 in Bennington, 70 in Broadway, Vermont. It is 75 degrees in Rutland, 68 in Lebanon, New Hampshire. It's 75 in New Hampshire, 73 in Jeff, New Hampshire, 75 in LaCourte, New Hampshire, 77 in Concord, New Hampshire, in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's 78 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 84 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 77 degrees up in Portland, Maine here. Alright, let's take a look at our map surface around the region here. Cold front through the four-quarter region, merged with a cold front from western Texas, and merged with a station front from Oklahoma down for Kansas, and merged with a cold front from Missouri, and then merged with another cold front from southern Missouri all the way out to Indiana, merged with a cold station front for the Ohio River Valley, with a cold front for the Ohio River Valley, merged with a cold front for the Virginians and Atlantic warm front with a low pressure way off the Virginia coastline here. And you got a front from North and Central California, and another front from southwest Nevada down for southeastern California, and another front for the Gulf of California, and a front down from Mexico here. And we got low pressure centers in southeastern California, western Texas, southern Missouri, and the Ohio River Valley, and low pressure off the New Jersey coastline here. And we got high pressure centers in the Gulf of Mexico, Wyoming, northern Great Lakes, and up in the eastern Quebec here. 72 degrees out of Detroit, 74 in Pittsburgh, 77 in Washington, D.C., 81 in Atlanta, Georgia, 91 in Miami, Florida, 85 in Brownsville, Texas, 90 in Dallas, Texas, 70 in Kansas City, 69 in Omaha, Nebraska, 67 in Chicago, 74 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 78 in Great Falls, Montana, 83 in Seattle, 71 in San Francisco, 72 in Los Angeles, 97 in Las Vegas, 94 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 78 in Denver, Colorado, 90 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and 101 degrees out in Phoenix, Arizona here. All right. Let's take a look at a satellite loop here around the country here, and it shows a line of rain showers around eastern portions of Quebec and some spotty rain showers around central portions of Newfoundland here. And this is a line of heavy showers and storms off the New Jersey coastline and stretching it down for the Chesapeake Bay, down for Delaware, down for eastern Maryland, and line of rain showers from the Virginias down for North Carolina, and another line of showers and storms from northern South Carolina, down for central Georgia, and down for Florida here. And a line of spotty rain showers and storms around the Ohio River Valley, around eastern and western Kentucky, down for northwestern Tennessee, and up in the northern areas, Arkansas, down for southern Missouri. And a line of rain showers and storms from northern Missouri, down for western Iowa, down for eastern Nebraska, a bit of stuff. The Dakotas, and up in the northern Minnesota, and a line of showers and storms in the western Ontario here. And a line of rain, showers, and storms around Kansas, down from northern and southwestern portions of Oklahoma, and a line of rain showers in central portions of Texas here. And some spotty rain showers around the four-quarter region and up in the Wyoming, and a spotty rain showers around Nevada and eastern portions of California here. And a line of rain showers in southeastern portions of Alaska here. And looking at satellite loop here, and it shows a line of clouds from southern New England down for the Virginias and down for western Carolinas and around western Georgia and northern and central portions of Florida, and a line of clouds from the Ohio River Valley down for the western Kentucky and Tennessee and around northern Georgia and Alabama, down for Mississippi, down for central Louisiana, down for southeastern portions of Texas, and a line of clouds from eastern Dakotas down for southwestern Minnesota, down through Iowa, down for Missouri, and down for Kansas, down for Oklahoma, and a line of clouds from western Texas, and down for the four-quarter region, and a line of clouds from central Nevada, down for central and the northern portions of California, and up the California coastline here, and a line of clouds off the western coastline, and another line of clouds from western and north central portions of British Columbia, and a line of clouds from Alberta down from the northern portions of Saskatchewan, Canada, and a line of clouds from central and northeastern portions of Manitoba, and down for western Ontario here. Alright, let's look at the Robics here. Nothing brewed in the Atlantic, but we got two disturbances in the Pacific here. Disturbance number one, a large area of disturbed weather is located over the far southwestern eastern Pacific, centered over about 1,500 miles east-southeast of the Hawaiian Islands. Environment conditions are forecast to become conducive for gradual development of this system over the next several days while it moves slowly west-northwestward. Formation chance for 4 hours, low 30%, and formation chance for 5 days, medium 60%, and for the number 2, 0% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. As a tropical wave located several hundred miles southwest of Manzil, Mexico is produced at additional showers and thunderstorms upper level conditions are forecast to come. Conductive for some development of the system early next week while it moves to the west-northwest by 10 to 50 miles an hour. Formation chance for 4 hours, low near 0%, formation chance for 5 days, low 30%. All right, let's take a look at forecast discussion around the region here. A cold front shifts south from New England now. High pressure builds over the region later tonight on Friday. Mainly quite dry 4th of July holiday weekend, meaning high pressure is maintained through early next week as thereafter weather takes a turn towards a warm, muggy, wet weather pattern with chances of showers and thunderstorms by midweek, possibly continuing into the following weekend here. And near-term forecast at 6 a.m. Friday morning. Cold front lies out along the south coast. One area of showers and thunderstorms is passed in the south of the region. The track this weather keeps most of it offshore, but could clip the islands during this evening. Outside chances of showers reaching the south coast, especially around the elbow of Cape Cod. For water vapor imagery, a short wave moving throughout the Great Lakes is just in a wave along the cold front that is moving across the Appalachians. The right entrance region of the subward and upper jet will sweep across New England during the first part of the night. That's over clouds and showers by midnight, but mostly offshore. Again, the best chance will be across the islands with diminishing chance farther north. As wave moves past the surface flow, should turn northwest and drier air farther south. Expect drier weather for most areas with diminishing sky cover after midnight. Here it's 2 points in the 50s, inland and lower in 60s along the coast, which provides a good estimate for overnight low temperatures here. And looking at the weather notes here, I expect few showers and storms could clip Nantucket and Cape Town during night hours here. And expect a few hit and miss showers to ignite around the region here. Expect the water temperature is 64 degrees and 2 points in 50s makes it comfortable. Expect the normal side 75, 80 degrees to 83 degrees for Boston and points north and west of the city. And 74 to 83 degrees from southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island and Cape and the Islands there. And beach forecast there. Expecting air temperature 76 degrees, water temperature 64 degrees, UV index 7, seas 1 to 2 feet, and wind current low. Alright, let's take a look. Our 7-day forecast will goes like this. For tonight, patch about between 4 and 5 a.m. Otherwise, most skies got about 59 degrees, southwest with about 5 miles commonly near. Friday, south skies about 79 degrees, light off wind. Friday night, patch back up to 5 a.m. wise, part skies got about 57 degrees, calm wind. Friday and Wednesday, patch about before 8 a.m. wise, part skies about 36 degrees, calm wind. Saturday night, patch skies got lower about 56 degrees, calm wind. For Sunday, Sunday most good skies about 83 to about 61 degrees. Monday, Sunday part skies about 83 to about 60 degrees. Tuesday, most skies about 82 to about 63 degrees. Wednesday, part Sunday most skies about 81 to about 63 degrees at far. Thursday, most skies are at 81 degrees. Peter, what a phrase of the evening here. A cloudy evening in store. Peter, you have a good evening and goodbye day. See you at 11 o'clock for a late night sign-off report. Have a good evening.